In Gauteng heers daar kommer oor 'n plaag kewers wat reeds talle bome in veral die Goudstad verwoes het. Kirsten van Jaarsveld het gaan hoor wat omtrent die probleem gedoen word.
Johannesburg is nie net een van die grootste stede ter wêreld nie, maar het ook van die meeste bome, 'n geraamde 10 miljoen daarvan. Maar 'n piepklein kewertjie is stadig maar seker besig om van die bome dood te maak. Dit is hoe die Polyphagous borer beetle lyk, en hierdie Indringerboorkewer is vir baie omgewingsbewustes 'n groot bron van kommer.
We've got an environmental catastrophe on our hands, not only in Johannesburg, in other parts of the country as well. The Polyphagous borer, which is attacking a lot of our big old mature trees in the city. English oak tree, London plane, Chinese maple, Aesynagundo being a few of them. And the trees are dying off. And we don't have, at the moment, a registered, guaranteed cure for this problem.
'n Inwoner, Chris James, het Otlip gevra om na die bome in sy tuin te kom kyk en die prognose was maar sleg.
Yeah, so this is a Chinese maple tree. It's one of the main reproductive host trees of this borer. If you look closely at the tree, you can actually see the tiny holes which the beetle bores into the tree. Sometimes just clear a bit of bark and you'll find it underneath there. And so what's happened here is the beetle has gone into the tree with a fungus, and that fungus is now what's blocking the vascular system in the tree, and that's why the tree eventually starves, because it can't get what it needs in the upper crown.
Okay, and so what's the end result?
So as a homeowner, you've got various options. The one option is to sanitize your property, and that's to remove this tree and plant another one. Obviously this wood has to be disposed of responsibly. It can't just be put anywhere, because this bug will infest another area if it isn't already infested.
Volgens Otlip kan hierdie Indringerkewer Johannesburg se boomryke landskap vir altyd verander.
It's a very big problem. I don't think that we will have any English oak trees in Johannesburg in 10 years' time, 15 years' time maybe. They'll all be gone. London plane trees, there's something interesting about them. They are affected. They are a reproductive host tree, which means the beetle are breeding in them, as they do in the English oak tree and the other trees I mentioned earlier. But they seem to be hanging in for longer. But I do think, and the other experts do think, that they will eventually succumb to the problem. So we're going to lose, the guesstimates are maybe 30, possibly 40% of our canopy in Johannesburg, which is made up primarily of these large exotic trees that were planted way back when.
Die insek is ook al elders in Suid-Afrika, soos in Durban en Knysna aangetref. Dit is ook in talle ander lande 'n probleem en het meer as 12 miljoen bome in Kalifornië alleen verwoes. Omgewingsgroepe beskuldig die Johannesburg Metro daarvan dat dit te lank gewag het en nie genoeg gedoen het om die probleem te bekamp nie. Tog sê die stad se parke afdeling daar word aandag daaraan geskenk.
We've basically got dedicated teams. We've got an internal committee. We've met with the residents. We are talking to Fabi and other scientists who are working on this project. We are working together with our counterparts in the city of Durban, and we've recently received communication from other municipalities. So we want to say to residents, we urge you not to panic. The situation, the way the beetle operates, we need to find ways to dispose of the dead wood, but to take down a tree, which has got huge implications for any environment, including your private space, is very far-reaching. And we appeal to you that only to remove a tree as a last resort. We do know that there are companies going around professing to have a chemical application, and we say to you that there's no approved chemical application in South Africa. We are very concerned about these the usage of these chemicals. We know that it has the potential to cause groundwater contamination. We know of instances where we've lost thousands of bees because of a molasses-based chemical application. We are worried that we are going to be losing the tree canopy because of this knee-jerk reaction by some service providers.